Hey guys, what's up? Mean Spring here. This is my very first video, so don't expect much, okay? But anyways, there's some things I wanted to talk about, okay? Well, one thing in particular that I wanted to talk about. It's about, some of you might know Guitar Game Guy. Yeah. I work with him, okay? And for those of you that don't know him, link will be, I'll try and put a link in the description below. Remember, this is my very first video. I'm not experienced with YouTube or anything. But anyways, how should I put this? Me and him both noticed something in one of his machinimas, which is Zombie Attack Legacies. Yeah, GTA 5, the Zombie Attack Legacies. And I'm hoping most of you will know about this. But anyways, Jesus. How should I put this? Oh yeah. It's about the hooded masked man towards the end of episode 10, which was the final episode of Zombie Attack Legacies. It's about him. I noticed this, and Josh told me something that I didn't notice before until he told me. What I've noticed was that some people thought that it was the character I played as in Legacies, Eddie. Yeah, Edward Gray, the serial killer. Heroic in the end, anyways. But anyways, and what Josh told me is that some people thought that was Bruno. And all I have to say, and I can guarantee you Josh, and I've talked to Josh about this, he says this too, all we have to say is, no. No. It's not Eddie or Bruno. I'm not going to tell you guys who it is, because I don't really know his name or anything. I'm not really going to tell you anything about him, but all I will tell you is that no, it's not Eddie nor Bruno, okay? Both Eddie and Bruno are dead, and they're not coming back. They are not coming back. I've talked to Josh about this. He says they're not coming back, okay? And I'm sorry to disappoint the out of all of you. But I just needed to clarify that, okay? To clear that up. Now, talking about why I'm telling you people that it's not Eddie, that guy's not Eddie, is because I actually talked to Josh about this, and he said that he did say that him and Colin, who would be Super Scourge 300, the executive producer of Legacies, he said that those two were thinking about bringing Eddie back, and they did think it was a good idea. But yeah, he told me this, but in the end, he just turned the idea down. You know, he just turned away from the idea. He said no. He just said no. He's not bringing Eddie back. And so, yeah. So, yeah. Now, one thing I'd like to point out is that Eddie, he violently blew himself up by driving a monster truck into a gas pump to save James and the others. Yeah, he killed Keone and Keone's minions, but at the cost of his own life. Now, for those of you that have seen, that happened in episode 8. For those of you that have seen episode 8, I want you all to know that keep in mind, and I hope most of you noticed this, that when the gas pumps exploded after Eddie drove into them head on, his monster truck was caught in the explosion, and it didn't just damage the truck, it completely annihilated the truck. It just annihilated the truck, okay? It annihilated the out of the truck. And so, yeah. And Eddie was still in the truck at the time. And I'd also like to point out that Eddie wanted to die. And though the enemy would have great use for Eddie as a zombie, still, I really don't think that even Procasium would cause Eddie's wounds to heal, because obviously he wasn't just wounded, his body blew up. His body blew up along with the truck. He was cut dead center in the middle of the truck's explosion. In the middle of the truck's destruction, because he was in the truck. He was the one driving the truck. He is dead. And so, yeah. Now, another thing I'd like to point out. Is that, people thought, Josh told me that, like I said before, Josh told me that people thought that was Bruno. And what I have to say is, also, once again, no, it's not Bruno. Me and Josh talked about this, and he didn't even think about bringing Bruno back, I don't think. And so, yeah, he said no, that Bruno's not coming back, and so, yeah, I'm sorry to disappoint those of you that thought Bruno was coming back. But still, I know Josh would not mean any offense, but still, he would. I'm certain he was thinking, why the would Bruno be back? Bruno is dead. I'd like to point out that when Bruno died, he came back as a zombie. Then when he died again, he died again, he put himself into water to save Carter, who happened to be his best friend. And so yeah, Bruno, he killed himself to save his friend. Similar to the way Eddie did, except Eddie wasn't a zombie. Eddie blew himself up, whereas Bruno went into water and drowned. Well, actually, he didn't just drown. He actually, his body self-destructed, and as if he was a berserker, as if he was like the very first berserker, and some tell me he's not, but another thing's tell me that his power when he was a zombie was actually probably on par with that of a berserker, because at the prison when Bruno first turned into a zombie, two other zombies ran up to help him kill Carter, and, well, Bruno killed them each with one punch. Bruno killed both those zombies each with one punch. Just because he wanted to kill Carter himself. No one else, just him. But anyways, when Carter talked him, when they got near the water and Carter talked Bruno into who he was, yeah, he convinced Bruno as of who he was, then, well, Bruno knew that he didn't have much time. Bruno was turned back into his human form, but he was still technically a zombie. So, anyways, Bruno wanted Carter to shoot him, and Carter couldn't do that, so Bruno decided, seeing as how he didn't have much time before he would turn back into a zombie and start trying to kill Carter again, and he would have surely killed Carter had that happened. But anyways, sorry if you heard a little noise. I'm on the Xbox right now. But anyways, Bruno, he put himself in the water, and he didn't just drown. Like I said before, he didn't just drown. The water actually destroyed him. The water didn't just kill him, it destroyed him. And there was an earthquake, and like a very loud earthquake, and like yeah, that was it. That was the end of Bruno. And so yeah, I can already assure you, Bruno, his body sort of like disintegrated when it got into the water. His body started to disintegrate. And so until there was nothing left of him. So yeah, I just wanted to get that out of the way. So I'm sorry to bum all you people out. Sorry about the disclaimers, but still, I just felt the need to get that out there. Now, that's all I wanted to say. Thank you all so much for watching. Like, comment, and subscribe if you want. And I'll be seeing you all some other time. Bye.